from the year 1981 in the Tucson Citizen. Guppy's keeping afloat. Guppy Troup felt like a fish out of water for 10 weeks, but he's doing swimmingly right now on the Professional Bowlers Association Tour. If you have the misfortune of owning a color television set and caught the finals of the Pennzoil Open last week, you were treated or subjected to the pleasure or pain of seeing Troup earn third-place money of $7,500 clad in an orange shirt and pants that were green on one half and yellow on the other half, and with a goldfish of solid gold dangling from a chain around his neck. He also wore a pair of sunglasses so dark they probably could protect him from damaging his eyes while viewing a solar eclipse. It's part of the image for the easygoing Troup to be as colorful as a guppy, the little tropical fish blessed with all the colors of the rainbow. Black and white photographs just do not do him justice. He truly must be seen and heard with all his fishy puns to be believed. He was one of the 192 PBA members who started action today in the $95,000 PBA Tucson Open at Golden Pin Lanes. But John Douglas Troup, holy mackerel, he deadpanned. Won't these guys clam up about that name? Was not seen too much on the winter tour because of a severe fracture to his right ankle. He hit the only patch of ice outside the bowling center in Peoria and fractured his ankle in 3 pieces. It was on Valentine's Day, so I'll never forget it, he said. I had proposed that day to my girlfriend, Dee Ward, and a couple of hours later I was laid up with my injury. I'm sitting inside worrying about missing a practice round, and everyone around me is worrying about how badly my ankle was hurt. What really hurt was that I got off to a good start. I had made the cut in the first 4 tournaments, and although I hadn't made the television show, I was confident that I would break soon, shortly. Then I got the wrong kind of break. Troup had a fine year in 1980, winning the Waukegan Open and posting earnings of $43,525. It was his second title in just 2.5 years of full-time touring. In 1978, he came out of nowhere to win the Kessler Open in Battle Creek, Michigan. That win might seem to have been a fluke, but in 1979 he earned $31,890, more than $1,000 per tournament, and then followed it up with his strong showing last year. After the injury, he went home to Jacksonville, Florida for therapy. Whirlpool treatments and swimming, typically for Guppy, seemed to do the best job, and he has made a remarkable recovery. But he had to limp through the final winter tour stop, the Firestone Tournament of Champions. He floundered in the Akron, Ohio Open, finishing 49th out of 52 bowlers. The 3 bowlers he beat, he is forced to admit, had to withdraw. And then he didn't even come close to making the cut in his first 3 times out until his strong showing in the Pennzoil Open last week. I was very pleased with the way I had bowled last week because the week before I had to pull out after only 9 games, he said. I was having a lot of trouble with the ankle, and I had it x-rayed again. I had inflamed the fractures, and I thought that might be the end for the year. But the doctor said I wouldn't make much difference, so I just taped it tight and went out and bowled. The ankle is still weak, and I'm a bit off balance because I'm not used to putting pressure on it. I'm yanking up at the line a lot because of the problem. But I cut down on that problem last week, and I think it will go away as soon as my ankle heals completely. Troup almost didn't come out on the spring tour because his sponsor could not shell out the money this year. Troup went to the bank for a loan. I don't trust loan sharks, he said with a laugh, and made enough last week to pay it off. I was ready to eat tuna fish for a while to get by if I had to, Troup said. Now I can afford lobster. There is a serious side to Troup, although he rarely shows it. He is a fierce competitor, and like many PBA members, is using a mental advisor to help him with his game. My advisor, John Wilson of Jacksonville, has helped me immensely, Troup said. He has helped me improve my concentration 100% and has helped me change my attitude about competing in match play. Before, I would look at whoever I was going to bowl and say to myself, he's just going to beat me bad. Now I go into a match saying, they have to beat me, and let's see if they are good enough to do that. What also has helped me, especially on television, is wearing the sunglasses. There is a lot of glare from the television lights that you can't see, and the sunglasses screened it all for me. It made it easier for me to concentrate. Troup has not bowled well in Tucson in the past, but he hopes to change that this week.